and you didn't fall through. Now you hit yourself, you can look at me, look at me. Yeah. You made me. Look at me.
And what up, what up, what up? What's good with y'all? What are we getting into today? I have no clue how this possibly happened, but it's looking like Nita blew up her car already. How'd you do this? How? Explain yourself. How'd you do this? You got your keys? She's been driving it, taking it to the gym. Like, I haven't really been driving her car like that. I've been driving her car either to 650 to drop off parts and help them work on my Mustang, or I took it to errands and we just would do stuff to her car. But somehow, all of a sudden, her car is just like wildly smoking on cold start. Check this out. Check this out. Bruh. How did you do this? How? Were you racing? Hold on, before you start it, and you guys know my love-hate relationship for DEs. I fucking hate DEs. You guys know I hate these things with a passion. This is probably like my least favorite motor out of any motor probably on earth. I hate them. I've went through about 4 of these things in my 350Z before I did my LS3 swap. And here we are, literally been owning the car for like a month. I haven't been dogging it. I haven't got on it. Nothing. And she's just learning how to drive stick. So clearly she ain't been dogging it and getting on it. And this thing decides to do this. Go ahead, start it up. You did it. Or not, I shouldn't say cool part at all. The good part about it is once this warms up, it runs perfectly fine. On D-cell, it doesn't smoke. It doesn't do anything weird once it's warmed up. It's literally on the first start, so my indication is probably valve stem seals or something. Something's happening when the car is sitting, oil goes into the combustion chamber and then it just burns off. But on cold start, it does that, like smokes wildly. But when you're driving, runs perfectly fine. Rev it up a little bit.
Perfectly fine.
Now rev it up now. Here, go drive it down the street. She was probably trying to race somebody thinking she was the hotness, you feel me? We all know 350Zs are slow, but she's coming from the Versa over there, so she probably was like, "Ooh, I got this." It's like, "Ooh, I got that fire." I hate DEs with a passion, man. I hate them with a passion. There you go. No drag. Oh my God, I hate these motors, man. Look, she's been getting it. But look, it doesn't smoke or anything when you're rolling, driving, perfectly fine. It's literally on cold start. So I really think it's valve stem seals or something along those lines. I don't think it's anything big because we did do a compression test on this thing. Compression was perfect. It was 150 to 160 in all 6 cylinders, and we just had did the compression test. So I don't think it's anything major, but it's still the fact that it's doing it, man. I think this thing really wants to be LS3 swapped like bad. You sad? You gonna be back to driving the Versa?
Sad.
Back
I don't
to
want to drive the Versa.
back to driving the Versa.
I don't want to drive the Versa.
Why?
Cause
So what do you want? What do you want to do with this? Do you want to? I'm gonna give you your opinion. Would you rather LS swap it, or do you want to put the other motor that I have in here and turbo it? A turbo gives us diversity, but you know my luck with VQs.
yeah, I know. Yeah, horrible luck.
Yeah, but I know the 350 people want to see me do a VQ
Why?
because they just
After
they
you
want
dogged
it. It's not even about them dogging it. They diversity on the channel. We got LS, we got SR, then we got freaking
I mean,
another LS.
if it lasts me a while, then okay.
I can't promise. You remember how my car was
Yeah,
no
that was-
supercharged, so.
It's fucking stupid. But it was supercharged.
I mean, boost is boost. It's gonna be turbo, so. I mean, I feel like I know the turbo stuff a lot better than the supercharged shit.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's up to you. I have that fully built motor. Like it's.
All right, let's do it.
I mean, it's up to you. I'm 100% on board if you want to do it like mine.
Up and I can't use it anymore, then
It runs though. You can still drive it. This ain't.
Yeah, it
You can
runs.
still run and drive it. It's not gonna blow
runs,
up.
but it's leaking shit, and it's like every time I start, it's gonna hella smoke's gonna pop up, and everyone's like, "What's wrong with your car? What's wrong with your car?" You should drive it. Don't drive
she was
it.
leaving. She was leaving the gym today, and her friends was like, "Hey, no." Then
Don't drive it.
What her friend's boyfriend say? Your car was
I have
smoking.
a straight pipe.
Er-
And yeah, I have a straight pipe, and I don't something. I don't have cats or something. I don't know.
I mean, you drove my car. What do you? I don't know. We'll see. Maybe you gotta drive my 350 again. See how you like the LS.
I liked how that felt.
That's what she said. It's up to you. If we do an LS in your car, we can make it less aggressive. We want to do a big cam. We'll do literally stock LS3. Get it tuned. Make like 440 horsepower or whatever.
For me.
Yeah, it'll be stock. Something that drives good.
Yeah.
Up to you. I feel like with me and Aaron doing the swap, I can get the wire harness for a cool price, and then I can reach out to the company and get the LS swap kit for cheap. But part of my inner failure wants to be like, yo, we should build another VQ and give it a try. I feel like we need to be successful. It's not successful. Have sex at this. I mean, successful at this. But remember, we had hella failed SRs too before I got it
I was
right.
about to say.
We failed on SRs a lot. Before this SR was in my 300ZX, dude, I went through 10. This is my 10th SR in my 300ZX. So my
I don't want to go through that many VQs.
I don't either, but we already have a motor that's built. I still
right.
have that motor sitting.
Let's try it out then. Let's try it out then. See what happens.
But if we put that motor in there, I'm gonna put that motor in here with the turbo kit.
Which will make it how fast?
We'll set low boost, something that's quick spooling, so maybe we
Will
can
it still be
aim.
reliable? No.
Yeah, it's built. We won't aim for that much. We'll aim for like 400 horsepower. Stop touching the.
She's dusty.
Yeah, don't put your finger on it. You're gonna scratch the paint, yo.
My finger?
Yes. When you have dust on a painted surface like this, and you move it with your finger, it acts as sandpaper and leaves
How
scratches.
do you clean it?
You wet it. You wipe it down with a microfiber.
Actually, it didn't smoke that long just now.
It's only on. It's
When I went, did it go? I mean, did it smoke?
no. It's only smoking literally when it starts up.
Yeah,
Other than that,
it's
once
really
it's
cold.
once it's clear, it's good.
Yeah.
You broke it, man. Who's you racing?
I didn't break it.
Why did it start smoking out of nowhere?
Because you were the last one to drive it before it started smoking.
I drove it to Aaron house. It was perfectly fine.
You drove it.
We
though.
put a new radiator in your car.
Oh, maybe that's what it is.
It's the radiator smoking. It's the radiator smoking, right?
Y'all did something to it.
We tell Aaron, like, man, it wasn't doing that before. Man, it wasn't doing that before, bro. What you do, Aaron? We got a flame white Aaron now. Hating on us, man. Because he don't like VQs either.
Hating on me.
He probably sabotaged it so you'd have to do an LS3 swap too.
Damn. Okay.
Why he do you like that?
I don't know. You gotta ask your friend.
Alright, so anywho, I'm actually about to be going to meet up with White Aaron. I'm gonna take the truck and we're about to go pick up my old VQ. Just getting here to White Aaron's right now. Well, we're gonna load this thing up and then head over to go grab that motor. So before we go pick up this motor, somebody was asking me like, hey, how do you and White Aaron know each other? Like, how'd y'all meet?
Funny story.
So
this
funny
engine we're going to go get.
Yeah, funny. You guys should ask because we met through VQ things. So
Here, let me put it in layman's terms. I sold him a motor that blew up.
yeah. So long story short, man, the way I had met White Aaron was when I was in the middle of supercharging my 350Z. I was like, hey, I'm getting ready to supercharge my Z. And I knew he had a supercharged Z at the time. And I was like, hey, I'm going to come through. Can I, is it cool if I ride in your Z? He's like, sure, come through. So I rode in his Z and I'm like, all right, cool. This is going to be enough power. This is what I want. And I did the supercharger. And then I had an issue with my motor. And Aaron was like, well, I'm getting ready to do, I think he's like trying to do Pro-Am or something at the time.
Yeah, I forgot what it was. But
I think you're getting ready to build it for Pro-Am.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, so he was like, yeah, I'm going LS6. I want, some V8 power. I'm trying to get competitive, but I got this fully built VQ motor. If you want to get it, it was like forged pistons, rods. It freaking had the fucking, what you call it? The block girdle, like L19 head studs, like a full build VQ, like legit. I get the motor, pick it up from Aaron. What was it? It was like what? It was like 4,500 or something.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, it's like 4,500, $5,000, somewhere around those lines. And then I get the motor. We finally get it running. I take it to the dyno. Literally, first pull on the dyno, oil or the radiator cap goes flying off, coolant shoots all over the place. I'm like, yo. And then after that, like it was, the motor was bugging. So I hit Aaron. I was like, hey,
motor blew
I was like, this motor first pass on the dyno went kaboof on me. And I was having Ray from RZG tune the car, so they're super familiar with supercharged setups and all that. Like I tried to do the best of the best with it, but it, first pull, boom, blew up. I'm like, yo, hit Aaron like, hey man, the motor blew up. And then we ended up taking it apart, and I found out that it actually had like the wrong size head gasket on it. I think you said it was mapped out from Z1, right?
Yeah.
It was also.
I got everything from Z1, and I even noticed that too when we started putting the engine together. I was like, yo, this says factory OEM. They said, oh, it's no big deal, whatever. Remember, I even showed you an email, and they said it's no big deal. It'll work the same. I'm like, it's a half mil over. More. Yeah, no, it didn't work.
So yeah, basically the head gasket was over in the combustion chamber by it was like 0.50 over or whatever, and first pull it just fucking annihilated the head gasket. And then after that, I ended up, redoing the heads, brand new heads, and for some odd reason, I have no clue why. One day I go to Aaron's, I'm like, all right, we get it broken in, dynoed. I was like, let's do the freaking, let's go change the oil.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was like a super faint, like rattling sound. I'm like, man, maybe the clutch is tripping. Well, let's just drain the oil and check. We drain the oil, and then we see like a little bit of metallic. Like it wasn't knocking like towards like clack, 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 but I did notice it. So I was like, you know what? Forget it. I don't want to hurt the motor. So we ended up pulling the motor back out, put 2 more stock VQs in, and those blew up. So that's where my hate relationship comes from the VQ. But right now we're about to go pick up that motor. I actually have an extra spare crank for it because I was planning on rebuilding it eventually.
That's the one I gave you too, huh?
Yeah.
After that, yeah, that's right.
That's when I realized Aaron was a real one, man. I bought a motor from him. It blew up, and he refunded me the money.
I helped, and we helped with the head rebuild. Because, hey, I mean, in all honesty, it was like, I had no idea. Like, I had a machine shop that was supposedly reputable that built it, put it together. They had built, like, my homie's one. It was like, cool, this is fine. So then it blew up. I was like, yo, I'm not going to do this, dude, like this. What the hell? Like, I mean, it's unfortunate that it blew up for you. I mean, it would have blown up for me, but it's like, I sold it to you thinking it was fine.
Yeah, it blew up on us, but yeah, that's how me and Aaron became super close friends. And then after that, we just, I don't know, it migrated and turned into this.
Yep.
So I'm glad, everything worked out. I didn't have to go beat up Aaron for selling me a blown motor. But after that, man, we just became like good friends. And on top of that, I don't want people thinking like, oh, it was because you were doing YouTube. Like, my YouTube wasn't even cracking back then how it was now. So it wasn't like, oh, he's only helping me because of YouTube or anything like that. We literally just so happened to meet through the love of the cars, man.
As we are off camera, and it just, I mean, if there was no YouTube, we'd
still same shit. So
still be doing it.
That's the story on how Aaron became freaking one of my best friends.
Yep.
The death of a motor birthed the birth of the life of a great friendship.
Yep.
So here is the old motor. Motherfucker got puddle in it, leaves.
I'll start the teardown process immediately.
Yeah, we gotta see a house. We'll take a look and see what's in here? Yeah. Damn, that sucks. These heads are like brand new. Like brand new. These are probably the freshest VQ heads on earth.
Seriously.
Listen. We might as well just leave it here. Paperweight. Woo. Oh, the heads are still clean.
Still clean. Aluminum, baby.
A little rust mark right there, but fuck.
It's just surface. Could probably, yeah, look. Comes off with your fingernail.
Oh, yeah, I was about to say, let's leave it.
Nah, fuck that. Valve cover's still good, too. Junkyard dog right
Hold
here.
on. All right, hold on. Before we do anything, let's pull this pin out.
A minute for reminiscing on the old.
Let's pull this pin. Rotate it.
What? Oh.
Dump all the water out.
Wait, which way?
Go that way. Fucking. Hold on. You here? Hold this.
In there. Got you. Man, what if I like pick up on the engine some?
I just need to rotate it. I can see the pin twisted. All right. There we go.
It goes. All right,
take a step back.
Oh. It's all right. We'll get new ones of those. Oh my god.
Oh, dude, I can hear the water.
Yeah.
Hold on. Ready?
Yep.
Dude, it's all in the valley cover.
I know. Oh my. Oh my god.
Boy.
Well, that just took off about 30 pounds.
This is going to be a mission. I might pull this whole thing apart.
We got to pull it apart. If there's water that was down in there, it's a forged crank.
Cylinder walls.
Yep, cylinder walls too, yeah. I mean, ATI dampener is yellow.
Dude,
Man.
put so much money into this thing. Like the heads, the freaking balancer trying to do everything for the supercharger.
I know.
Soho, Z1, or somebody that's like a reputable VQ bidder if I'm gonna do this. It's either that or I'm about to go LS3. Maybe I'll buy it.
We got to do the weight on how much money it's going to take for which one.
LS3 is definitely gonna be cheaper.
Yeah. Strong guy. Mike, you got your own fountain in here.
Right? I'm gonna put it in my driveway with like a little faucet thing. That way it just sprinkles from here to here. It just recirculates.
It's got jumps.
There we go. Poor VQ.
That's the only time I think I'll ever hear you say that.
Right. You can even see my old teal from the valve cover.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, you can.
All this is all powder coated. It's all caca now. Chrome powder coated. All right, now we're gonna get ready to start tearing this thing down and seeing what everything is looking like. Sucks because Aaron had this motor all covered up, and then when he left, I guess dude who owned the house fucking uncovered it and fucking left it outside. Fucking shithead.
I'm gonna have to start a new Mike box. I think it still says it on one of these too.
The heads still look cool, so I'm good with that. Oh, buddy. Dude, look at that. Look at that knock sensor.
Yeah.
We don't need that anyway. I mean, if we're gonna do it, we're gonna
Do everything.
yeah, new gaskets and shit. Dude, all these valves are toast.
I don't know if we should rotate it. I don't want to move that shit up and down in the valve guides.
Yeah.
This shit's gonna have to come apart though anyway.
I mean, this ain't nothing really a valve job can't fix.
Right.
These are this whole head is like brand new. Valves and all that were like stainless.
Kinda.
Nah.
Man.
Damn, man. Bam.
Dude, save your crank.
Oh yeah, it don't look too bad right there.
No, it really doesn't. I'll take off these accessories and then hopefully be able to
pull the front cover off.
Yep.
Cool part about this though is like, even if the block is like slightly rusted, that's nothing like a little freaking hole isn't gonna clean up.
Right.
Like we won't have to go oversized pistons or anything like that, because it's basically be surface and everything in here is fresh. Either way, we're probably we're gonna do rings and bearings anyway if it came apart.
Yeah.
So block I'm not too worried about, as long as I can salvage my pistons and rods.
Just like that. Damn.
Full of water.
Ready?
Oh, looks fine right here. Don't look bad at all.
Good.
Yep.
Oh yeah. Nice.
Looks perfectly fine. Cam gears and everything look cool. No rust on these.
Dang. That's awesome.
Really, none of them have rust on it. Even the crank snout looks fine.
Yeah. This off. And then we can take, damn, here you go. Here's so they know that it's actually built. All ARP hardware.
Probably ARP 2000s.
Yep. That's what it looks like.
See. I can't see. I don't see them stamped. Oh, brother, crank looks fine.
Yeah.
But we don't need that. Oh, pistons look good too. Rods look fine. Dude, look down the combustion chamber. We in the dough. Oh, it's clean.
How? Yo, I'm not even
It's clean. Dude, look at the cylinder walls. Oh my fucking God. They still look new.
Oh, yeah.
Cylinder walls look, you can see right in there, cylinder walls still look good. Well, from the bottom of the piston. Dude, you can still see the cross hatching on here.
Look, the eagle, everything. Dang.
Last thing I want to see is what it looks like underneath in the heads, like what's sitting inside the freaking
cylinders.
in the cylinders.
Yep. Bro.
Bruh. Oh yeah, you can see the front of the crank right there.
Yep.
Oh, we might have got lucky.
I think so.
So Aaron busting this thing down hella quick. Remember, he was the one that assembled it, so he knows his way around it pretty good. I think he might know a little something.
A little bit. Little something.
What? We got oil right there?
I know.
Water? Damn, look at that. We'll see what happens once we get these heads off. I really, really, really want to see what these cylinder walls are looking like and seeing if there's like crap sitting on top of the pistons. Either way, the block's gonna be going to the machine shop, so I mean, I could take this there, block and head, and get everything cleaned up. But you guys seen how much water was in here, and for how much water was in here, these heads look good still. But I had the valves, freaking springs, everything done on this heads when it was all assembled. Look, even the bucket still look good. I bet you in here is like probably the worst of it. Moment of truth.
All right.
Oh, not too bad. It's all right. Probably wipe that out. Yes, look at the cylinder wall.
Yeah. Like you said, we can we'll take the other head off, and then is that a tome?
It is. It's a tome, dog.
Hey, we can clean the cylinder out and put like some W40.
Yeah.
We'll spin the.
Yep. Crank it over. Same thing on this side. I'm gonna put this in there and take the car back from Nita. 700 horsepower DE. They're gonna call me D Mike. Short for DE Mike. Just D.
D Mike.
So check this out.
Before we were young.
Just put a whole bunch of WD-40 in here. Got this thing turned over. Smooth, huh?
Really smooth. Actually is. Just need to clean it all out.
We'll finish it though.
Bringing it back.
See, we don't need to go to the machine shop. Hone it out ourselves.
Use its own rings to hone.
Yeah. Lower the compression a little bit. Ready for boost.